Some children are born not to be held. He was one of them. He had breath. He had a cry, a tiny body trembling from the cold. But he was missing the one thing every newborn creature needs, a mother. Not missing like she went somewhere. Not missing like, just wait a little. Missing like she never came. He was born without ever seeing her face. No warm press against a chest to learn a heartbeat. No soft fur to cling to. No first drop of milk to understand, I'm worth keeping. Only the cold, cold slipping into his skin, into his bones, and then deep into fear. He didn't know what mother meant, but he knew the feeling of lack, so deep that every time he opened his eyes, his heart dropped like it was falling, missing a scent that could tell him home, missing a breath to lean on, missing a place to hold on when the world was too big and he was too small. He was so small that even his cry felt thin, thin like mist, thin enough to hold no one. They said it was her first birth, and he was born in a brutal summer. The heat was like something that pulled life out of the body little by little. You exhaled, and it was hot. You inhaled, and it was still hot. There was nowhere cool, nowhere safe. Exhaustion pressed down like stone. And then she had to choose, a choice no one wants. But life sometimes forces a decision. Raise him or keep herself alive. She chose, and she left. Not a word, not a glance back, not a goodbye hug. Some goodbyes hurt more than death, because the other person still lives. It's just that you no longer get to live inside them. He cried, but what can a newborn's cry ever hold? He didn't understand. He didn't understand the heat. He didn't understand collapse. He didn't understand helplessness. He only knew the simplest thing in the world. I call, she doesn't come. And then a thought, so foolish, so painful, slipped into his mind. Maybe I'm not worth it. Maybe I'm too weak. Maybe I was born just to be left behind. Every child blames themselves when adults leave without explaining. He blamed himself, like instinct. But strangely, he didn't blame her. Not because he was strong, but because he hadn't lived long enough to earn the right to be angry. He was too small for hatred, yet he had to learn loneliness before he ever learned to say, mother. And maybe, deep in instinct, he understood. She didn't leave because she hated him. She left because she couldn't. Because sometimes people don't leave because they don't love. They leave because they no longer have the strength to stay. But understanding doesn't make it hurt less. The pain stayed there, like cold, silent, seeping in little by little. Every night he dreamed of her. In the dream, there were warm arms, a steady heartbeat, a slow breath, like a lullaby. It was blurry, no clear face, no clear voice, but it was enough to make him believe in this world there had once been a place where he belonged. Then he woke up, and that place vanished as if it had never existed. He began to fear mornings, because mornings always reminded him, she isn't here, and maybe she never will be. He lay there, tiny, hollow, trembling, not only from cold, but from something colder. I've been left behind. And he asked a question no newborn should ever have to ask. If I don't have a mother, what will I live on? He had no answer, only breath, only a heartbeat out of rhythm, only a tiny body still clinging to life, even though no one had taught him how. Then, footsteps, very light, coming closer. Hands lifted him up, his body jolted, because when you've never been held, even rescue can feel like danger. And a voice whispered, like placing a period at the end of his life. But he didn't know yet what that voice would call him.